Hey everyone, this is Cyborg, and I'm here with...
Temp?
Temporary username. How you doing today?
I thought my internet died. I'm doing great. How are you doing today, sir?
No, I'm doing good. And that's it. Just kidding. Just kidding. just
Fucking Wayne's World sketch with the donuts.
Okay. But yes, we
Uh,
are here for Injustice Year 2, Issue 4? 4. 4.
yes.
Yes. So, anyways, we can jump right into this in our ongoing Injustice series. So check out the previous episodes if you haven't already. We got a couple weeks of material going already, so definitely check out those issues. Get caught up, and we're going over each issue day by day, step by step, until we get through the entire series leading up to Injustice 2's comics. So check those out, and let's get started on this one. So, let me pull up my little notes here, my handy dandy notepad.
We'll start off by saying the front cover was kind of misleading.
Yeah.
I'd say about 90% of those characters were not in this issue.
Yeah, no. We didn't get anything on the Oracle situation. It was just Superman and Sinestro on that cover that
Yeah,
played
there
a
was
part
definitely not a giant Sinestro trying to grab Black Canary. That is not a thing that happened.
here. Yet.
Yet.
But what we did get is first of all we had Sinestro trying to pull those strings once again, and essentially Lex and Flash are not okay with Sinestro being a part of the team or having any affiliation with them because they fear him and know that he's just pure evil and just gonna, completely take advantage of them and probably kill them all or get them all killed. It's kind of funny that Lex is so... I mean, Lex is obviously incredibly smart, but at the same time, Lex is evil in a way. He's not pure evil. He's kind of that shades of gray evil, but still.
Well, I mean, Lex is such an interesting kind of evil. He's, in a way...
Evil. Every villain is Lemons.
Yeah, I feel like Lex knows he's evil, and that makes him less evil.
Yeah.
At least in a traditional universe. I mean, obviously he's good in this universe.
Sure. He's a methodical, kind of mind-gamey evil. But yeah, he's not... Yeah, I don't know. He's tough. He's kind of a neutral type of character in some cases, so... Either way.
The character's not shallow, but his evil is shallow, in my opinion.
Right. But I did write in my notes, the only thing really worth mentioning here, at least in this very, very beginning part, is I like how Flash says, "You're nothing like Superman, Sinestro. You're a psychopathic monster." Hello.
Yeah, it's
So,
well, yeah.
I mean, just are these characters blind, deaf, and dumb? Like, Flash, come on.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, fucking Sinestro says to Superman, "Your pets are wise to fear me," and Superman's face is just like, "Go on." Like, no, he should have stopped. Like, right there, should have cut him off and be like, "Wait, whoa. You are misunderstanding the situation here." But he's just like, "I'm listening." Yeah.
Just the fact that Flash could say that after, like, he paralyzed that kid that apparently looked up to Flash, and he felt really bad about that. So he paralyzes a kid. He destroys Green Arrow's head, like, just bashes in his skull, and somewhat leads to Captain Atom's death. Gives away Batman's identity, and just does everything that he's done. Went on a killing rampage on all those drones from Apocalypse. But not a psychopathic monster at this point? I don't know. I just think that's a little silly for Flash to say. And it's honestly getting to the point where I'm starting to lose some respect for Flash in this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just like, what's wrong with you, sir? You're completely delusional here. You're just purposely, like, sweeping Superman's actions under the rug.
Well, I feel like whoever outlined the story did not put Green Arrow's death in the original outline, at least not this early in the outline.
Sure.
So it's like they made Green Arrow's death earlier in the story, but they forgot to change all the other character actions to correspond with that. Because both Flash and Hal in this...
I'll get to that one too.
Yeah, but you see where I'm going, yes.
Yeah. He definitely says a line a little later that's also just quite like, what? But, okay, next thing I have here on my notes is Poozer! We got
Yeah, that was
Kilowog
nice.
saying Poozer. Chew on this, Poozer. I love Kilowog. Anyways, so yes, we get an appearance from Kilowog. He makes it back to the Green Lantern Corps and all that. And then we have a nice little moment where Sinestro, while they're talking right in front of Sinestro, which is kind of funny. And Sinestro's pleading his case, and he's essentially saying, look, you have every reason not to trust me. You shouldn't trust me, but guess what? I'm not going to kill you. I just want to fight our, common enemy together. I want to make sure we team up to stop them. I have no reason to betray you right now, but yes, I am the way I am. And yeah, he goes into his long backstory of everything that's going on, and Sinestro's going pretty hard in with the mind games. Honest mind games, mind you, but he's very upfront about it, and I'm sure he has some things up his sleeve still that he's not letting in about. That's just his nature, but yeah, he's very upfront about what his intentions are.
Yeah, and there's a hilarious panel after the exposition flashback where well, it's basically Sinestro's saying, "I don't blame Hal Jordan. I know what the Guardians did. They poisoned his mind. He was their tool." And then it goes 2 panels later, it shows Superman's making a sad face.
Yeah, I
Flash.
saw that face too. He's just like, I don't know.
In Flash, it was like someone stuck a finger up his asshole like that. Honestly, we'll get to it a little later, but some of the art is questionable in this issue. But the important thing is sad face, Flash face. That's what I'm getting at here.
And I also pointed out that apparently everyone just likes to pretend like they're captured and that they're being fooled, but at any point they could just escape, because this happened now. Sinestro in this episode, or in this issue, yeah. And then prior we just had Gordon admitting that he knew all along, but he just played along. Then we had Lobo. We had Lobo just
with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, with Harley just like could have released himself at any point. Like, what is this theme where people just really aren't captured, but they just play along? Like, this is a running theme with this damn comic.
Yeah. And they did it before it was cool, because for a long... Well, no, maybe. I don't know. When did the Avengers come out? Because I feel like that started the trend of getting captured on purpose.
I don't know.
It's interesting. Gosh, Sinestro's costume looks good, though. It's a hell of a good costume.
I like that comic, or the costume quite a bit.
Which is a shame. I like the game one as well, but God, they really rock out the gold well on this one. But...
Right. And then, yeah, we move on from that chapter, so they kind of end off there. And I guess we should mention that he does give up his ring, so that way they'll trust him more. He takes off his ring, sets it in Lex's hands. Lex admits to being scared of him. But yeah, he gives him his ring, and then he walks back into his cell that he just escaped from. But this time he doesn't have his ring. So just to try and win them over, to show that they can maybe not trust him, but they can at least see that if he wanted to kill him, he could do so, or at least attempt to do so, but he has no means to do that right now. He just wants to be fighting for the same cause, at least up until that point. But yeah, that's where the chapter ends there. And then we move on to the next chapter, and right off the bat, Poozer! We need a Poozer count. We need a little counter on the corner here of how many Poozers we're getting. Because yes, we get Kilowog again, and Hal and John. Because they're all... We have Kilowog coming in, he gives Hal a big hug, almost caving in his chest cavity, as he says. And then John comes in, and they have a "you son of a bitch" moment. they just do the little hand slap, like perfectly out of Predator. You son of a bitch.
It's very Tango and Cash.
Yeah, they have that moment, and that's all good. And then we get another Poozer. I have to point out every Poozer as he says it, because Poozer. It's a funny
we got 3 Poozers. I thought we only got 2. That's
3 Poozers.
Nice.
Yep, 3 Poozers. And then... So, it turns out, basically, the Ganthet and the Guardians, they want to stop Superman, obviously, if that isn't apparent enough, but they're going to have the Green Lantern Corps go and stop Superman. Hal wants nothing to do with this. He doesn't agree to go, and he says, "I'm not going to go with you. I don't. You're not going to make me do this." Well, they say, "Well, yeah, we understand that." Kilowog basically says, "Yeah, we pretty much assume so. So now we're gonna have to take your ring away because we can't have you warning Superman as he's going to do." So Hal freaks out. He takes off, and, well, I should say before that, Kilowog does tell Hal, "Don't do anything stupid." And then Hal immediately does something stupid by attacking all of the Green Lanterns, like, in a way to just distract them. He kind of, like, does a slashing towards all of them, which cuts Kilowog's face, and then he bolts off into the sky to try and go warn Superman. Stupid. Just stupid. Like, come on. You're not going to stop all those green... There's like a fleet. There's a whole fleet of these guys. And he thinks he's going to escape them, which he almost
they
does.
Got the entire B-list there. There's a dude who literally only has a green belt for his suit, and he showed up.
Oh, man, there's a great cameo at the end, but I don't want to spoil it. But yes, we have Hal taking off, and he almost gets away because of his sheer willpower. He's so strong in his will to go warn Superman, and Ganthet and the Guardians aren't going to step in, but then they realize, you know what, we can't have him warning Superman, otherwise it'll foil everything, it'll ruin their entire plan. So they put in kind of like a force field, which holds him back. He starts to break through because it's Hal frickin' Jordan, and all of a sudden he's being pulled down by little ropey things, which Sinestro, same kind of things that Sinestro used to completely destroy and murder and slaughter Kyle Rayner in a couple issues back. But yes, so they pull him down, they take off his ring, and then they're going to throw him into the brig. But he almost fools Kilowog by playing to Kilowog's pride, and because Kilowog's basically beating him, which leads to Hal's little fun moment of something really stupid for Hal to say at this point, much like Flash had earlier. Hal says, after Kilowog hit him while he was all tied up, "That's it, tough guy. Listen to your puppet masters. Hit the defenseless. Be a hero." Like, you idiot. Yep. First of all, you are being played like a puppet by Superman and Wonder Woman, etc., because you are just, you're completely being toyed with.
And he knows he's being toyed with. Like, that's why he's in, like clinical levels of depression right now. Sure. So, it's...
So, very silly for him to say that and then hit the defenseless. Green Arrow is practically defenseless when going up against Superman. I mean, it's the same thing. And yet, he managed to get past that and still take Superman's defense. So it's getting a little hard to believe how Flash and Hal are so on, like... It's not... They're almost not even, like, 50-50. They're so pro-Superman. They're just singing his praise and backing him so hard, and it just feels a little forced at this point, because it feels forced and these characters feel a little dumb at this point, which is a shame, because I like Flash and I like Hal, but it's starting to get a bit out of their character to be so supportive of Superman after he's done what he's done at this point.
At the very least, they need to depict the cognitive dissonance. Like, show us the turmoil inside their brains. Exactly. Let us see them cracking. Like, that's what we need.
Yeah, like the Flash episode with the kid and seeing the kangaroo and all that. That was a great episode or issue to show how the Flash was struggling. But there's been nothing like that ever since, it seems like. Nothing to that level, anyways. And now it's just he's singing his praises. And Hal's doing very similar thing, even though Green Arrow... after the death of Green Arrow, he kind of had that moment of, where he's struggling internally what to do, but here he is, singing his praises and doing everything he can to stop other people from disrupting. Anyways, we move on, and it ends with the entire fleet of Green Lanterns going towards Superman to stop him. They're leaving Oa, or OA, or however you say that, and... The cameo that I mentioned earlier is, if you look slightly to the left, is actually pretty close up to this. The forefront is Chip, the Squirrel Green Lantern. I love Chip. At least I think it's Chip. I know
Chip only by name. I don't know anything about Chip beyond that.
Yeah, I think it's Chip. It's hard to tell. I mean, it is the art, what it is. He looks kind of like a gopher or a beaver of some sort. But yeah, it's not really a beaver because his tail. But yeah, that has to be Chip. I don't know of any other Green Lantern squirrel looking thing. So, I mean, you have other weird creatures, but yeah, Chip I think is the only little woodland creature Green Lantern. So, I love Chip. Chip is funny. He's got an interesting backstory, but yeah. So I just wanted to point that out because Chip is good. Maybe in game to counteract Dexstar, Green Lantern will have Chip floating around. That'd be great.
That would be sick. But I mean, Dexstar's pretty sick by himself.
Yeah,
I'm a big
Dexstar's great.
I've never read a
Big-
single issue involving
big
the Red
Dex.
Lantern, and I fucking love Dexstar.
Yeah, Dexter's fantastic. He's wonderful. Anyways, that wraps it up for this issue. So we pretty much covered all that, but now we're really getting to that kind of build up. We're finally going to see some resolution here, hopefully in the next couple issues, at least that mid-season finale, so to speak, where we hopefully get like some big we need to see some big events happen. We've seen a lot of tease, we've seen a lot of build up, and now I want to start seeing some payoff, but we have yet to follow up with Batman, so we don't know what's going on with him, what his status is, what's going on with Fate and Zatanna. How is Alfred? And what's going on with Gordon and Batgirl and all of that. So hopefully we get some resolution on that as well. But it looks like we're probably going to be picking up still with the Green Lanterns and getting some more following up on that. But yeah, that wraps it up for the episode.
Yeah, good issue overall. Very short. This one felt
calling it
super
episode?
short. Well, actually, before we wrap it up, just some bad art highlights. Man, I already forgot his name. The pig dude.
Kilowog?
Kilowog, yeah. When he's hugging Hal Lantern, his face looks fucking rough.
Hal Lantern. Yeah.
Hal Lantern.
Pig dude hugging Hal Lantern. It's all good.
Oh man, this is good shit. The Flash's face, obviously, when he's being
Yeah.
yeah. Even Sinestro's face in the flashback, like in the very first panel of the flashback.
Yeah, that was weird.
What is going on?
I noticed that too. He was in like that teaser, but I just saw the Flash face.
The fucking like.
It's on par with Batman's face when Superman kills the Joker and he's got that like, oh! But yeah, Superman's like just slightly frown face, like, I don't know. I kind of like him.
And
Maybe
I was
we should
just
give him a
like with the
chance.
buck teeth on Sinestro too. Like, just it's
Yeah,
yeah,
he's got some
good stuff.
chiclets going on.
Bad art, good stuff. I love it.
Yeah. But all right, you guys take care. We'll see you at the next issue number 5 of year 2, and check out all the other videos. Subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Damn it. I need to go one episode without saying I'm not going to. I'm not. It's an impossible
it's muscle
goal.
memory at this point.
Yes, I can't do it. I'm not even going to set the goal because it's one of those things that is just not obtainable. All right, well, you guys, you go have your fun stuff and have a great day. See you next episode. Issue. All the stuff.
Later, everybody.